Yo, what's good, guys? I'm back with another video. Let's go. I can already tell I'm gonna have so much fun doing this, bro. I got my setup and everything now, bro. I'm so hyped. Like, it don't even look like it, bro, but y'all don't know how I'm feeling on the inside. I'm not someone that shows my emotions on the outside, but, bro, I am so hyped to finally have my setup. Yeah, you see my TV, my 55-inch TV in the background, my PS4 controller. Anyways, no. Today we're going to be checking out a video by a YouTuber whose name is The Truth Is. Basically, he's somebody who exposes the industry, whether it be music industry or film industry, whatever the case may be. He exposes artists, or not necessarily. Well, I mean, I guess you say artists. He exposes what the industry be doing to artists. So in this one, he's gonna be talking about Eminem. So I thought this one would be an interesting video to react to. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, I hope all is well.
Yes,
Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Eminem. Let's get right into it. In the 2000s, Eminem was at the heights of his career, releasing multiple hit albums, topping the Billboard charts on many occasions. His second album, the Marshall Mathers LP, sold 1.7 million copies first week and has gone on to sell over 70 million copies worldwide, going 11 times platinum and eventually even reaching diamond status. Eminem is the best-selling rapper of all time, selling over 200 million records worldwide. It is a no-brainer. Eminem was the most influential rapper of the 2000s. He has influenced an entire generation of kids to be just like him. Growing up, Eminem was my favorite rapper. As a kid, my mom didn't really care about what kind of music I listened to. She bought me Eminem tapes, not really knowing what Eminem was rapping about. I am not gonna deny, as a child, I was heavily influenced by Eminem, like millions of other kids. I wanted to talk like him and act like him. He was so rebellious, something that kids are always attracted to. He told his fans to disobey authority, skip school, and disrespect their parents. Eminem knew he was influencing the kids. He openly rapped about his influence on many different songs. In his song Role Model, he openly and repeatedly makes it known that he is influencing the youth, even telling them to do exactly what the song says. In the song, Eminem raps, "Follow me and do exactly what the song says," then instructing his listeners to take substances and drop out of school, alongside of a bunch of other ridiculous things. Notice that Eminem instructed his audience to drop out of school. This should clarify that he is speaking to a kid audience. In another one of Eminem's hit song, My Name Is, we can see that he once again makes it known that he is talking to a kid audience when he raps, "Hi kids, do you like violence?" And he also again tells his audience to copy him when he raps. "You want to copy me and do exactly what I did, try Sid, and get effed up worse than my life is?" Again, openly, we see Eminem rapping to his audience of kids, instructing them to do a bunch of things kids nor adults should even be doing. Eminem makes it apparent that he is influencing his audience in a negative way. He knew the kids loved him, and we see more proof of this in his Real Slim Shady music video and song. In the music video for the Real Slim Shady, we see Eminem's agenda in full swing. In the music video, he shows a factory of people being made just like him. This is supposed to represent the influence he had over the generation he molded. This is what the scene represents. Eminem and the label both knew they were shaping the minds of the youth, and they wanted them to be just like Eminem. In Eminem's music video for Guilty Conscience with Dr. Dre, again we see the same imagery. Eminem influencing the minds of the people. The video shows a man walking into a convenience store he's about to hit, when Eminem and Dr. Dre act as the devil and the angel on his shoulder. By the end of the video, it shows Dr. Dre and Eminem both being on the same side. Not only does this represent the Freemason duality we often talk about on this channel, how the Masons love playing the hero and the villain, but this again proves that Eminem knew his role was to influence the kids. He knew what he was doing with his music. In Eminem's song Stan, we again see how he is influencing his fans to be just like him. We saw the outcome of Eminem's influence on his audience. The entire song was about a fan that was obsessed with Eminem, but in reality, it was a representation of his influence on his fans. Eminem is one of the best examples of an artist being created to influence the minds of the youth. There hasn't been another artist who was as successful as Eminem doing this either, as Eminem managed to influence an entire generation of kids. Eminem is also one of the most clear examples of an artist who sold their soul to make it in the music industry. He openly admits to selling his soul in order to make it in his song Rock Bottom. The entire song is about Eminem reaching rock bottom, not having enough money to support his kids, and him willing to sacrifice his soul in order to make it. In the song, Eminem raps, "It's the evil that made me this backstabbing, deceitful, and shady. I want the money, the women, the fortune, and fame. That means I end up burning in hell, scorching in flames. This lifetime bliss for eternal torture and pain. Cause right now, I feel like I've just hit the rock bottom." In this song, Eminem admits to not caring about selling his soul and knowing that he would end up in a burning end. He admits that he wanted the fame and fortune, and he was willing to do anything for it. In another one of Eminem's songs, Say Goodbye to Hollywood, Eminem once again admits to selling his soul for fame and fortune. Say Goodbye to Hollywood is about Eminem wanting to leave the music industry behind, and he admits that he sold his soul to the devil in this song. In the song, Eminem raps, "I don't want to quit, but I feel like this is it. For me to have this much appeal, like this is sick. This is not a game. This fame, in real life, this is sick." He also goes on to rap, "I love my fans, but no one ever put a grasp on the fact I've sacrificed everything I have. I've never dreamt I'd get to the level that I'm at. This is more than I ever could have asked. Everywhere I go, a hat, sweater, hood, a mask. What about math? How come I wasn't ever good at that? It's like the boy in the bubble who could never adapt. I'm trapped. If I can go back, I never would have rapped. I sold my soul to the devil. I'll never get it back. I just want to leave this game with level head intact. Imagine going from being a no one to seeing everything blow up, and all you did was just grow up MCing." This is one of Eminem's most revealing lyrics ever. He openly admits that he sold his soul to the devil and that he will never get it back. He even confesses that if he can go back in time, he would have never rapped to begin with. He also confesses to giving his soul to the devil in order to make it in the music industry. He talks about the downside of fame that has destroyed him. He named the song Say Goodbye to Hollywood, as this is exactly what he wanted. He wanted to leave the industry at this point, but sadly, it was too late for Eminem. Eminem sold his soul and chose to serve Lucifer in order to have the world. But when Eminem had the world, he realized it wasn't worth the price of his soul. People comment often on this channel that you can't sell your soul because God owns all our souls. In my opinion, I believe these people misinterpret what this means. God does own all our souls because he made all our souls, but he gave every single person with a soul free will, the ability for each and every soul to choose a side. When a person sells their soul, they're selling their loyalty. They're agreeing to serve Lucifer for the benefits that come with it. They are willingly doing wrong, going against their morals for their self-beneficial gain. Eminem chose to sell his soul and serve Lucifer. This is why we see Eminem, like many other Masonic puppets, showing the one-eye symbolism in many occasions. He also has the all-seeing eye tattooed on his arm. And I'm pretty sure many of you also remember that he did the famous Bath of Blood satanic rebirth ritual in his 3 a.m. music video. A music video that is full of satanic imagery and is all about Eminem being possessed at the devil's hour and going out to do evil. All of these things are signs that point to Eminem being a Masonic puppet who is serving Lucifer. Eminem makes it clear that his music was meant to serve Lucifer many times in his own music. In the intro to his song, Still Don't Give an F, he states, "A lot of people think that I worship the devil, that I do all types of retarded stuff. I can't change the way I think, and I can't change the way I am. But if I offended you, good, cause I still don't give an F." Eminem admits to people knowing he is a devil worshipper, and instead of denying that he is a devil worshipper, he basically admits that he is, by saying he can't change the way he is, and if he offended anybody, he really doesn't care. This is what Eminem represented. This is why he's the biggest rapper to ever live. He was serving Lucifer's agenda perfectly, influencing a generation to follow him to a burning end. We again see Eminem admitting his music is serving Lucifer in the D12 song Devil's Night, where Eminem raps, "I make music to make you sick of fake music, hate music, like devil-worshipping Satan music. So say your prayers, your Hail Marys and Jesuses, take 2 sticks, tape them together and make a crucifix. Try to stop it, but you can't do it." A whole generation of kids blowing out there to this Kurt Cobain music. Students converted to users. Eminem made it clear that he was after influencing the kids, guiding the kids towards a destructive lifestyle. He made music that served Lucifer, and he didn't even try to hide it. In Biggie's song Dead Wrong, Eminem is featured on it, and we again see Eminem showing what his music was truly about. He rapped, "There's several different levels to devil worshipping," then goes on to say a bunch of satanic things. The devil used Eminem, and for years he had no problem with this until things started becoming too much for him, as he mentioned in Say Goodbye to Hollywood. What I believe might have messed with Eminem the most was what happened to Proof. I made a full video a couple months back about Proof, Eminem's longtime friend who passed away. In the video, I covered what I believe happened to him, so if you would like the full story on what happened to him, go check it out. In that video, I said that I believe it seems that Proof might have been a sacrificial offering done by Eminem, as even Eminem had released a music video showing Proof meeting the same fate that he did in real life. I don't believe Eminem wanted to do this, but I believe he wasn't given a choice. In my opinion, Eminem had to pay the ultimate price to continue being a star. And like Eminem said in Rock Bottom, he was willing to do anything to make it. In Eminem's song My Darling, Eminem openly admits to selling his soul to the devil and wanting to leave it all behind, but explains that he can't because Lucifer won't let him. In the song, the devil makes it clear that he is still not done using Eminem. Eminem even openly states that rappers sell their souls to make it in the industry. In the song, Eminem raps, "And the dark shall emerge from the fiery depths of hell, then swallow the shell of the hollow who dwell in the shadows of all who are willing to sell their souls for this rap game." Openly, Eminem tells his audience that the rap stars on the top of the music industry are soulless as they traded their souls for fame and fortune. In the hook of the song, Eminem raps as the devil himself, and he tells Eminem that he owns his soul, mind, and body as he raps, "My darling, I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. If I cannot have you, no one can. You're my darling, 'cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body." This song is so open, with admitting that Eminem was being used by Lucifer to influence the masses. Eminem wrote the song, letting the world know he is no longer in control. In another part of the song, Eminem once again openly admits to selling his soul, as he raps from the devil's perspective. "You sold your soul to me, need I remind you? You remember that night you prayed to God you give anything to get a record deal? Well, Dre signed you. This is what you wanted your whole life, Marshall, right? Look at this house. Look at these cars. I'm so nice, but you didn't know fame had a price too, that you're just now starting to see the downside to. Lose your best friend from high school, your wife too, ain't even sure if your kids like you. Come off tour, can't even sleep without NyQuil." This part of the song to me not only confirms that Proof was Eminem's offering to Lucifer, but it also proves that Eminem was a Masonic puppet who wanted to be free but knew it was too late. As we can see, the devil got what he wanted, and Eminem went back to making music, even though he never looked or sounded the same. To this day, Eminem is making music serving the agenda, and we see this with his newest upcoming project, Curtain Calls 2. The imagery for the cover art alone is very telling. First, we see Eminem doing the Masonic devil hands while covering one of his eyes to show the one-eye symbolism. We also see 4 timers placed in each corner of the picture. This is the same imagery that we have been seeing recently in pop culture. We saw this in Stranger Things, and we also saw this in Beyonce's 4 Horsemen pictures. Eminem, just like Beyonce and Stranger Things, are marking the arrival of the New World Order. And this is no surprise, as Eminem has always been used to bring in the New World Order. He even rapped about it. In Eminem's song Lose Yourself, Eminem talks about the New World Order as he raps, "His soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move towards a new world order. A normal life is boring." Eminem openly admits to wanting to be king in the new world order that is approaching. He admitted openly that he knows about the plans for a new world order. Eminem has made it known since the beginning he sold his soul and was made into an icon to influence the youth, guiding them to a burning end. To this day, the devil is using Eminem to influence the masses. His goal was to make the generation just like him, and in my opinion, he succeeded. How many of you watching this video were influenced by Eminem? I am not ashamed to admit I was. I was just a child, but Eminem was who I looked up to. He seemed so cool to me. He was famous and said and did whatever he wanted. I felt like he was talking to me through his music. I know some of you are going to say that Eminem's music was supposed to be for adults and that the parents should have kept their kids from listening to it. But Eminem was marketed towards kids. That was his demographic. The youth loved him and wanted to be just like him, and the labels took advantage of this, creating the monster he was. At the end of it all, Eminem gave away his eternal soul. And yes, he might be a king in the new Masonic world, but it won't last forever. Rappers like Eminem is the reason I make these videos. They influence so many people and guide them to a burning end. People praise these rappers and allow them to impact their lives. Eminem knew this, as this is exactly what his song Stan was all about. Like I always say, we must protect our minds. As you can see, they are trying to shape and mold them. Don't fall for the devil's trap, and always remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. We also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never really paid attention to those part of the lyrics in Lose Yourself when he was talking about make me king as we move toward a new world order. I knew he was saying new world order, but I never really paid attention to what it meant until now. That's crazy. But I mean, all these artists that have sold out just for money and fame, bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not. I'm sure y'all can tell that I'm tired. But no, it's what do you stand to gain in the world by losing your soul? Nothing. There's no point. If I had to sell my soul to get big, I wouldn't do it. Absolutely not. Because it ain't worth it. I ain't trying to burn in hell for eternity. Now, you guys might believe that there ain't no hell. You guys might believe there ain't no heaven. Y'all might believe there ain't no afterlife. I personally don't care. I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe. And you go out and just like Curie in the Light said, he said, what did he say? He said, oh, I can't remember what he said in his song now. Dang, that's tough. He says something about something believing that, but I don't really care because y'all gonna have to stick with that or something like that. I can't remember what he said. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so tired. I can't even think straight, bro. But yeah, even if you do sell your soul, you can still get it back. You just gotta ask the Lord to deliver you from the hands of the enemy, because only He can do it. Can't nobody do it by themselves. Nope. Can't nobody do it by themselves. You gotta ask the Lord for forgiveness, and you have to truly repent and turn away from your wicked ways if you want to get your soul back and follow the Lord's word. Yes, sir. Anyways, this has been your boy Prince Kane. I'm finna get out of here, y'all. I'm sure y'all can tell that I'm real tired. I ain't getting no sleep last night, so yeah. Anyways, make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, and everybody else you know. Like, comment, subscribe. Kane is out of here. Deuces.